Hey, Max here. So they just came out with the first gameplay of college football, like the big gameplay. So we're gonna go through it, give our impressions on it as it goes along. It's gonna be at least a 21-minute video. Okay. I got the headphones on, just so you can make fun of me in the comments.
And we are so happy to be able to bring you this gameplay first look of.
So I've already looked through this and watched through this video, and I've got some things I want to point out along the way. Generally, like, I like it. It reminds me a lot of Madden 20, and you're gonna see why here in a bit. As far as the movement, they did advertise how much faster it is than Madden. Now, there's a whole thing like, do you like the arcade mode? Do you like the simulation style of gameplay? Madden's definitely going more towards simulation, for better or worse. This one looks a little bit more arcadey, for better or worse. Now, my personal opinions, I kind of like the old movement system. Obviously, new kick meter right here. But a lot of people disagree with me. I think it's more fun this way. The issue is, like, okay, so broken tackle, hit sticks. Like, obviously you have to make, like, sacrifices when turning a real life product into a video game. And so, like, that hit stick, you don't see many hit sticks around anymore in the NFL, right? A lot of penalties for unnecessary roughness. They're going to talk about that throwing meter here in a second. We'll get to it. But let me know what you guys think, as far as you guys like more sim or arcadey game mode. So this little throwing meter goes from blue, yellow, red. And Donovan Edwards seems to be like a master on the sticks, always hitting blues. I did not expect him to be this good at college football, but maybe he's gotten the game a little bit ahead of time. So Bordeaux kind of walked into a buzzsaw here. Spoiler alert. So basically, the difference between blue, yellow, and red is the fact that they'll still be catchable. So, like, they talked about the lack of random inaccuracies. Hang on.
Graphic stuff is real. It got me looking. They got us looking to the sideline. Yeah,
I don't even know. Donovan Edwards, the running back on the field right here, right? He's actually playing for Michigan.
They got us looking to the sideline and all that.
Oh, that one's up the middle too.
Get off me, cuz.
So that was definitely, see that, those broken tackles and stuff, those were definitely things brought up by the people that play the game. A lot of broken tackles. So, like, again, it reminds me a little bit of Madden 20. How arcadey it is, how back and forth, and how good the run game is here. Now, that one, like, that play right there was sick. That's why it made, like, the opening montage. Watch him move back and forth. Now, obviously, you could blame a lot of defenders. You're gonna see here in a little bit, some when they start spinning and juking a little bit more. I love the left stick work. Oh wait, that's the wrong. I made the same mistake last time. I was hitting the wrong keyboard. So watch the pursuit on this, right? So it's a double block here, two guys here. So there's three guys here, one here, two there. So really, there should be like a free running linebacker based off gaps. Obviously, this guy's gap responsibility is like right here, but that's the user. So he kind of runs them into the back of his line. So a bad user right there. 65 kicks up to the next level. There's like a whole bunch of bodies, but like right here, one-on-one in the hole. And now watch this. Well, we can go a little slower. 0.5 speed. So he just completely biffed on it. Which is like, it makes a little bit of sense. Did he click on? No, the computer just biffed. He clicked on late. Okay, so I'm a little worried about defense as far as run defense. And it just, like, the pursuit being a major problem point in Madden in the history of it. We'll say it's like, I wouldn't say it's a red flag right now, but it's a little bit of a yellow flag. Obviously, we don't have our hands on the game. We might find a run defense, right? Madden 20, it took us a while to find a run defense. Even then, because of some of the, abilities that they had on cards at the time, it became kind of still a little tough. So anyways, I like the left stick, though. Left stick was awesome. So keep that going. As far as like the main moves, because left stick Maddens I feel like are the most fun, the most accurate. All right, now he's gonna talk about Quinn Ewers and his system right here.
here, right? The right is your fatigue stamina, and then on the left is your wear and tear. Wear and tear is basically 5 different pips. That's just showing you the body part that is hurt the most.
Sure.
That's it. So it could be an ankle, it could be an elbow, and then it will fluctuate in colors. It will go straight from green, light green, yellow, orange, and red. The more that these are down, the more attribute hits that.
Is there a rating that affects how much the wear and tear is going to affect your play?
Absolutely. It is the toughness rating, right? So the toughness is playing into the impact of the hit. We're looking at recovery. That's a great. Oh, got to make a tackle there.
One of the new things that we've added to college is the pitch types. So now you basically have 3 different pitches you can do. You've got your quick pitches, strong pitches, and fake pitches. Quick pitches are basically going to be to get you out of a tight spot. The animation's going to be quick, but the ball might hang. It might not hit the pitch back perfectly in stride. But then on your strong pitches, which you're going to get by holding the pitch button, the animation might take a little bit longer, but it's going to hit the guy in stride. The ball speed's going to be quicker. And then, of course, fake pitching, that's just to rub it in your opponent's face.
It's just going to be rude when you do that.
Exactly. That's just going to be to taunt, basically. But, yeah, that's how we've tried to approach the option space.
One of those is going to be meta, and based off looks, I think it's going to be the strong pitch will be meta. The one that you hold down the longest. The animation didn't look like it took that much longer, and the ability to have your guy keep momentum up the field is very powerful. Now, Bordeaux, he like shifted. This is the same thing we saw in the Madden.
A major change, adding in these coverage shells.
I'll just explain it myself. In Madden, not the Madden 25 beta. We can't talk about that on YouTube. Maximum Football 25 beta. You could shift your coverage shell, so you can come out cover 2, but it actually be a cover 3. I love it. I think it's a great addition. Big W. Angle routes look to be back and powerful. I think even Donovan talked about how much Bordeaux loves those angle routes. So angle routes, if you get a back like, CMC just makes a killing on those angle routes. So if you get a powerful back like that, angle routes are great in the NFL. I'm surprised I don't see them a little bit more often, but mainly a lot of guys do block and release, that kind of stuff. So he's got different shells and stuff he can put on his coverage. They're talking about that right here to come out and show different defenses. Obviously, you want to mix that up and show different things, because after a while, your opponent's going to catch on that you're if you just call cover 3 but you shell cover 2, people are just going to see that. And I think we're going to miss old baseline a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be too much. All right. This was a crazy run, right? And then look at the open field, how fast Donovan Edwards is here. Now, in college football, there is much more difference between players and how good they are. So it makes sense why you're able to just run around people depending on the speed. But it was in the NFL, it's much closer. And pursuit angles are weird, because I've seen Larry Allen chase down guys on pursuit. So I think there'll be a little bit of frustration in this game with pursuit. But let's watch this again as far as the jukes and stuff.
Deliver it.
Get away from me, cuz. What's wrong with you? To the crib.
Get Donovan. Get Donovan, get to the house. Get Donovan.
Bad pursuit angle by 5. He did click on to make a bad pursuit angle there.
Get out of here. Let's go. Connection. Let's go.
I think another big thing is, I'm not really showing off the sounds and sights much, but it's really cool. Especially you'll see during the Penn State game, they even bring out every time the first down there's a noise. Oh, also Celebration, you got Mortal Kombat codes that you can impact, and I hope they do more of this going in the future. Really make you have to put in really detailed ones to get the coolest celebration possible. But that is really neat. I think passing will be a little tougher going forward from what I've seen, but running will be pretty easy. So it reminds me a lot of Madden 20, where it was very hard to pass in Madden 20 because of how agile users were. The Madden 20 also, the reason why that was hard is probably something that's going to be a little different in this one. You would blitz a lot of people in Madden 20, but deep thirds would cover the hard flats, that kind of stuff. All right, so there's a nice hit stick right there. We talked about hit sticks, but watch this animation that he puts into the user on the CPU linebacker. This is what I don't love. A lot of people complain about animation-based gameplay. So watch this. Do you see how? Okay, we'll watch this again, but in slow motion. Watch him kind of lose his feet. Now, obviously, it looks good, but I'm not sure it's great for the game. Watch this guy. That animation right there, you see that a lot in Madden 24, where you'll juke a guy out and he'll get his ankles broken. And it obviously looks cool for the offense, but it feels terrible for the defense. So that's a concern of mine. Is like, even if our run D is great, this is the problem, Madden 20 again. Even when we had great run D, got a guy to the ball carrier, the guy either just randomly broke the tackle or he made the guy miss, sucked in an animation there. See how, like, I'm okay, right? If they make this arcadey gameplay, I love this. Where, like, look at him on the field. Look how far he jukes. Like, juking at full speed in the NFL, you're not going to, or even college, you're not going to get this kind of distance. But I'm okay with it, right? It's a video game. I'm okay with the sacrifice. The problem I'm not okay is, like, watch this guy kind of just get juked out. Now, the user over pursues, but, like, we'll get used to this with our users having to, like, undercut the juke, but this is a very deadly juke. See how quick that is? And that's a Madden 24 juke. So it looks like NCAA has both Madden 24 jukes and insane, like, Madden 18 spins at the same time. I almost think they're gonna change this. Just watching it, they might nerf these a little bit, or you might need whatever ability they have. You're gonna play Ultimate Team, but as far as regs and stuff, that might be absolutely bonkers. All right, keep it a go. Crosser, beat man coverage as it should. There you go. Secure catch, yellow timing on it. Flat route to the running back against like a zone. One little left stick move, beat him. I'm okay with that. Like, right, didn't suck him into an animation. That's why I like left stick moves. They don't use animations. They take advantage of an overzealous user or the ability to kind of like shift directions on the field to like get out of a player's space. You know what I mean? So, anyways, pass interference. And we'll see how much of this stuff, like, they talk a lot about wear and tear, penalties and stuff. We'll see what happens with online gameplay. Obviously, this is like, is this sim rules where they have this? I don't know if they're going to have wear and tear. Like, last time we've seen injuries in Madden. Now he's using the turbo hurry up. The turbo hurry up. You can't make audibles in turbo hurry up, but you can catch them in a bad spot. And let's watch them talk about this here in a second.
The turbo.
And so you can see on the D-line right there, because Bordeaux was using turbo tempo and he snapped the ball quickly, the defense was just a hair late getting off the ball.
Hey,
Maybe.
moving it though, I ain't gonna lie.
And so that play, you could see field.
The turbo one is pretty interesting. The defense getting off slowly. I can't say I love turbo because adjusting this game's hard as it is. And it looks like a very offensive focused game, just like Madden is right now. We'll see how it plays out IRL. But this next part is always concerning.
General activated to where Bordeaux could see that the outside corners were blitzing on the play.
Yep.
But that is not a guarantee, and it's only...
Now, I did hear this got nerfed a little bit after the hubbub that was created when it was first announced. But I don't know. I hate this. Mental ability when I get like for online. If this was like just an offline gameplay, whatever, don't care. Go crazy with your wall hacks. But for online gameplay, this is awful. It's not fun. Like, you'd be like, oh, but they can see them creeping up. I mean, here's the thing. Did you guys watch the Amazon broadcast of Thursday Night Football? They always have like, oh, this guy's blitzing. And sometimes it's true, but oftentimes it's not true. And like seeing these guys light up and showing they're on the blitz, it's not good. It's not good. Like, you should be able to recognize this part of the skill gap of throwing the ball is recognizing blitzers pre and post snap.
Guarantee, and it's only because his quarterback...
See how they blitzed? That's something you should recognize post snap out of the corner of your eye. You have a third person omniscient view. Like, this should not require you should not allow the game to get you like this. I don't know. That's a little disappointing still. Obviously they couldn't change it, couldn't get it out of the game even after we complained, but I'm a little saddened.
Is maintained to his composure and hasn't fallen behind the chain.
Handed up the middle. Okay.
Wow. This is crazy.
And hasn't fallen.
Oh, I guess it's not that crazy. Look how spread out the defense is. Never mind. I thought like this is like that you could drive a truck through this hole.
Behind the chain.
Handed up the middle. Okay. We'll take it. I still gotta come back.
That Michigan defense got washed out, huh?
You take yourself out of the cave.
No, I'm done.
So, like, I'm talking about all the things I'm concerned with, because those are things like, you want to be aware of, but like overall, it looks good. right? Like I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm negative Nancy, and sometimes I don't. Oftentimes appreciate and talk about the good as much as I should. But like, they went really hard at the presentation. Player of the game, that's in the game. I know a lot of people want that. I saw that as a requested feature too. So I think they've done a pretty good job just overall. Here they're talking about the pass differences and stuff between red passes and green passes. Let's go ahead and skip forward. We already talked about that. The broken tackles. We talked about the open field acceleration is crazy. But again, I don't know who that safety was and how slow they were. The guy also clicked on had really bad pursuit right there. So that's something too. But it does look like running backs, they got that giddy up, huh? There's the pre-can animation again, that kind of stuff. But yeah, breakaway speed looks wild. The quarterbacks all have like, they talked about like some of the hot routes and stuff. They have like the bang eights and stuff. And that is kind of crazy. I think in the next game they'll show off pump fakes. I think that's going to happen. But pump fakes, pump fakes are such like a hard thing to balance out. Let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit. Because like the last time we saw a good pump fake was like Madden 18, if I recall it was. And there was like a Hail Mary glitch where you could just call Hail Mary, pump fake to somebody, and then throw it to somebody else. Here's an ability here. There, I was at Mason Graham, who looks like a first-round pick. He looked like a dog. Is it crazy that like Chris Jenkins was drafted this past year and he was like the third best defensive interior on the Michigan roster or whatever? Not a great look right there. Let's look. I think the four-man rush looks okay too. And now obviously it'll depend on difficulty level because like we see this in Madden every year. On All Pro, the four-man rush is kind of bad. It's like really bad. But like on All Madden, it's like better. It's maybe not as violent as it usually is. And obviously Michigan having the abilities versus on their D line makes the four-man rush look much better than it could otherwise. So we'll see how abilities play out because some could be overpowered and make those players that are looking good look really good. There was something I was talking about before I got to the abilities there in the D line rush, like Mason Graham getting off. But what was I talking about? I don't even remember anymore. Boomer has no clue what's going on. What was I on about? Now I'm confused. There was another point I wanted to make. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm saddened now. Oh, the stemmed routes. You can stem your routes if you want. We talked about that before. Bad look passing, running, pursuit, pull away speed. You know, like Vince Lombardi talked about pursuit being like one of the most important things ever. Like pursuit is like, what was his quote? Like watching a man run away with all your possessions in the world. That's what pursuit is. Like that's how much you gotta hustle. Like, dude just snatched your house. Are you gonna run after a guy because he's got your house on his back? You better catch him. So like that's why pursuit is like such a big deal. I feel like because it's all about effort and like seeing like the guys like not give effort's annoying. I really haven't looked at blockers that much. Pass blocking does look pretty darn good. Oh man, they got that wiggly stuff still. I like it with the stadium pulse. He pinched his D line. Looks like blocking looked okay right there. Picked it up. Yeah, I will say that Donovan Edwards is a beast on the timing on the passing. He's doing a really good job right there. Yeah, the squiggly line, mental stuff. There was that press man? I didn't really get a good look at it, but you got beat over the top. Press man should never be overpowered. There should always be counters to it. So W, streak over the top of press man coverage. Let's move forward. Oh, was that talking about pump fakes in Madden 18? Alright, yeah. He likes that. Is there any pass velocity chems? Because I wonder if that was intercepted because he had no pass velocity chem. Like a pass velocity chem. I hope there's none. We'll see. But like, yeah, pump fakes. Because pump fakes, they got composure. And if you have low composure, I know some of the abilities don't work, like the field general seeing stuff. But catching is huge. The fact that you could catch picks is a major W. Like I said, gotta get positive feedback right? Like the fact that you don't need a ability to do that to make those catches. Because how many times have we seen that just like brick off somebody's hands, both a D lineman and a defender, and like a DB with like 90 catching. They'll like hit him in the hands, bricked, falling down. Or like there's somebody kind of close and they get it bricked. So there was a red throw and it was kind of off target, but he still got it out. So that's pretty nice. Spin move, the user messed it up. I'm fine with user messing up, so those are okay. As far as the run game being powerful. Bordeaux scoring to make it a 2-score game. So yeah, pump fakes. I don't think it's been brought up yet. I'm a little concerned, but because it can be exploitable. Because if everything is like guaranteed on pump fakes, like even if it's like 1 out of 4, if you can pump fake a defender out of his zone, as long as you can't pump fake deep zones, I'm okay with it. Right? I'm okay as long as you can't pump fake deep zones to get them to bite down. Because like the one-play touchdowns are the biggest problem with pump fakes. And an old man. See, like that pursuit was brutal by the user right there, which is okay. Acceleration looks pretty good. They look like they do accelerate at a decent clip. They talked about an ability right there. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Let's listen to him a little bit.
There it is.
Oh, red pass.
Bro, I'm reading it.
So that was a red pass. It was just slightly behind, but because the defender was in good coverage, that was
I
able to
love
be
it,
picked.
dude. Being able to catch that.
New kicking debuting in college.
I can't tell you how many of those I've dropped in the last few Maddens. So he red booted it, and he missed his kick. We'll see how many. We'll see how hard. Kicking in the maximum football 25 beta, people wouldn't even kick extra points. Also due to some of the bad quality kickers we were using, but like, I hope it's not as hard as it was in the beta because you were going for 2 every time.
Making it play instead of just being more or less of an animation.
I mean, I like the matchup, but like, do I take it? Oh,
That's good.
Fred.
He got the user to bite down because he feint the scramble and threw it over his
It's a
head.
big play. He's rolling out. He puts a little touch on the ball. And then now that, again, the ratings differential, being able to put the ball in places you haven't been able to before, that really just speaks to the wide open gameplay.
Oh, okay. All right. This is a major glitch. I don't know if you guys saw it. I remember watching this live and seeing it live. Here, I'll show it to you again. Can you find out? I'll go in slow motion.
Speaks to the wide open.
We'll go in slow motion and let me see if you guys can see where the major glitch is.
Gameplay.
Get it to
You guys see it?
That's the big.
You guys see it? All right, here it is. So, I want you to watch
the wide open gameplay.
this player right here. Okay? He has Pitchman. This is why options in Madden are so good, especially the jump pitch options, which are super cheese on speed option. All right, watch this player. Let's go even slower.
Boy.
Do you see how let's go back a couple frames. Do you see how he sees this guy in here and he's going out here? The ball's being pitched right now. The ball is currently on the, like, you gotta have big hands in order to keep the ball like that. And obviously there are pump fakes, but some Kenny Pickett archetypes might not be able to hang on to it, which is why I want like hand size and arm length to be involved in these games. But like, okay, so the ball's being pitched. All right, go frame by frame. Ball's out, and he's running out. Great. Ball's currently out halfway. He's still running out. Wait for it. He stops and goes back to the quarterback when the ball is basically at the running back. And he's biting inside. Okay? And then that allows this guy to get the edge. And then from there, it's smooth sailing. Right? This player, he was out there and he should have made that play. And then he just gets thrown into the dirt like a prime Najee on Tariq Woolen action. Which is, what can happen. So the run, the option, it feels, like I said, it feels a lot like Madden 20. It feels like we're right there. There's a lot of forces going. And then if there's going to be like a break tackle ability on a running back or something, oh man. Oh man. That's tough. That is tough. They're showing the replay again. You guys can watch it in full speed. Oh, they don't actually show. Oh, they kind of show him in jute back in. So, yeah, there's a lot of things we're seeing right here. That's bringing us back to the old days. Crosser beating man coverage as it should. Was he really behind the sticks there? I actually didn't look. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Bordeaux's just going deep. He's got check downs, but that was 4th and 14. He had a lot of desperation right there. A good hit sticks to bring some wear and tear onto players. The wear and tear lowers their attributes. So getting those hit sticks and tackling guys is important, and I like that balance. It especially important because like a lot of guys you'll see in like through history will just like let their quarterbacks take hits, right? They'll be like they'll just run into take hit sticks and won't be a big deal. I like the pitches. I like the open field pitches. Fun game mode. Heck yeah. Like when Madden's most enjoyable, we could just kind of like pitch like on the open field like this is rugby, and it actually goes to somebody. Because those make the coolest highlight plays. There's a running back wheel. I think they're going to talk about this a little bit and how it was actually used IRL. It was like a motion running back wheel. Beats man coverage. So there's another man beater for you. Running back wheels, as they should. They also beat man coverage in Madden 2-4, which is one of the best ways of beating man coverage in 24. Man coverage. There definitely looks like beater. Just looks like Bordeaux doesn't know how to, which is fine. Man coverage early on is always a really good meta or just like game. Because people don't know how to get man beaters, not until they face it a little bit. It's like when I started running the bench press bottleneck thing before, like a month and a half before it became meta. I don't know if I lost a game. Because people played zones all year, they had no clue what to do against man when I threw that ability combo, and now it's everywhere. People are much better at beating it. But we'll see what the meta looks like early on, even if it matters to you because. You might be playing offline, and the meta doesn't really matter offline, but you do want to know what's, like, effective. Ooh. Oh, man, dude. He hit the turf, and then he just decided to stay down there. That was embarrassing for you, bro. Is there, like, a get up quicker button? I would be, like... Coach is yelling at him at the film, I'll say that. Diving is one thing, but staying down, oof. That'll make me concerned because sometimes I'm inputting adjustments before the snap of the ball. I get snapped and then I dive and I'm hitting like square to change somebody. And I'll dive. I hope I get up quicker than that. Player of the game again for Donovan Edwards. W. So, anyways, that's my gameplay impressions, thoughts. I really like attention to detail was awesome. Overall, and we didn't really like hear as much because I was doing my boomer ramble stuff. But I like it. Overall, looks solid. Get ready to ground and pound. All right, that's it. Let me know what you guys thought. Bye.